Hi kindergartners, I'm Tammy Davenport. Please join me as we make a flower for Ferdinand. Here is an example of the kind of flower we're going to be making today. We're going to be using our hand to make a handprint to make a flower for Ferdinand. If you don't have craft paint or paint to paint your hand with, then we'll be tracing our hand and coloring it in, and that will make a beautiful flower with your hand also. There is a list of supplies to make a flower for Ferdinand. Option 1, white colored paper, craft paint, paintbrush, container or paint to put paint on, cup of water, paper towel or something to wipe your paintbrush on. Option 2, white or light colored paper, markers, crayons, colored pencils or watercolor paints, paintbrush, cup of water, paper towel or something to wipe your paintbrush on if you're using watercolor paints. For option 1, we will paint the palm of your hand and all of the fingers, and we will use your hand to make a print. And that part will be the flower, and then we'll draw the stem and the leaf underneath of it after we're completed with our painting. So you're probably going to need someone to help you with this part. Prepare your paint on a plate or a little dish and get some brushes. Get your brushes and water ready. When everything is ready and you have your paper and a napkin or paper towel to wipe your brushes on, you or someone else can paint your hand. All the fingers. This might tickle a little bit, but it'll be worth it in the end. Get your paint all the way up. Get all of that areas covered. Doesn't need to be real thick, but it does need to be thick enough to make a print on the paper. If it's too thick, it'll just make a squishy mess. So really make sure they're all covered. And after you're done, turn it over. Carefully place your hand on the top half of the paper with your fingers a little bit spread apart. And then press down firmly, and then gently lift up your hand, and there's the flower. And underneath the flower, we'll do the stem. And a leaf. You can paint that in if you like, or you can leave it open and white. And then if you want to add any little details after that, like some fun little grass, you can do that. Later on, if you want to go through and add some things in the sky after your hand is dry, you can add some fun little details. But for now, just let it dry, and you have a beautiful flower for Ferdinand.
Go.
For option 2, you need a pencil, a marker, or a crayon, or a pen, something that you can trace your hand with. You can do this yourself, or you can have someone trace your hand for you. Start on the bottom of one side and stay nice and close to your fingers as you go all the way around each finger and get all the way to the bottom and then all the way to the top of each finger, so it looks just like your hand when you're done. Stay really close to the edges. And all the way to the bottom of your hand. Then lift your hand off and then connect the little opening spot there. And when you're done with that, make a stem at the bottom and a little leaf on the side. And then later, we will color in the hand When you're all done coloring in your hand, you can add any details you would like to, like grass or a sun in the sky. Just have fun with it. Enjoy making your flower for Ferdinand.